Hey guys, it's Kendall with Camofire and BlackOvis, and the reason I say Camofire is because today I'm talking about two Camofire products. Actually, they're almost identical. The Camofire Crest Trekking Pole and its baby brother, the Camofire Highline, which is in aluminum. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about the features of the Crest. If you do want a little maybe less expensive version, check out the Highline. The Crest comes in at 1 pound. It's a basic, just awesome, durable trekking pole. I've used all sorts of trekking poles, and I've broken a handful. They break. Yeah, on occasion they'll break, but I've gone back to just very, very simple, and that's why I really like this particular trekking pole. So as I said before, it comes in at a pound. SRP retails at $110. We've got it every day at BlackOvis for $77. It's got the fast lock adjustment, so this guy moves up and down super smooth. You can adjust it by changing, or adjust the tension by changing this easy screw right here, and then lock it down super tight. It's made out of a hard plastic. I have had the metal versions. I haven't ever seen this fail in this particular one, but I'm sure some of the guys out there have just beat the snot out of this stuff and maybe had something fail. Compressed, when you've got it maximized, it's 135 centimeter height is the height, 53 inches. The compressed size, when you get it down to the various bottom, or the smallest it would go, comes in at 24.5 inches. It does have a carbide tip, and it has the protector here. Each set comes with the small little basket if you want to use those. I typically don't, I just pitch those. But it is nice if you get into a little bit of snow or something beyond, then obviously you're going to want to throw this guy and keep that on there. The rubber tip, I usually take that off because I do like the purchase of the carbide tip underneath, and you can simply pull that off. It's super easy. The adjustment on the hand strap, it's got the Camofire logo up top, and it's pretty simple. Push this guy in, pull that out, adjust the size, and you cinch that back. Yeah, I like that it's got a little bit of a fleece padding on the strap. And the one thing I really love about this pole is just this extra length on the foam. We built this with a foam grip and then a little bit of a kind of a hold right there. I find that even though it's adjustable and I'm going up and down the mountain, if I'm on the uphill side, instead of stopping to adjust that, I simply just adjust my hand. So I might go from the grip down to this guy right here where I'm holding that. I might come down even below, and then lastly, there's a bit of a stopper, a little button made out of foam here on the bottom. So even on the super steep, I might be choking up like that, or here, and then right back to the top. The one thing I really, the only thing I would say is a negative or a drawback is the other forms of poles, like the Z poles, do compress down a little bit shorter, so they're easier to fit inside the pack. At 24 inches, it is going to fit inside most packs, but most of the time I'm using this, it just simply goes on the outside. I took these trekking poles on a hunt recently up in Idaho, and just flat out loved them. I mean, the reality is they're basically bomb proof, but it is nice that they come in at a pound, so it's virtually non-existent as far as the swing weight goes. So if you're interested in a trekking pole and kind of looking across the board, I mean, you can spend up to $250 on a trekking pole, but for $77, I think the Camofire Crest is a really good value, solid performer. And if you have the unfortunate happen where you drop it in between two rocks and you fall and it snaps, you're not out a ton of money. It does come with a 1-year warranty against any sort of defect in the functioning of the trekking pole. So you've got that. Camofire BlackOvis got your back on that. So any questions about this trekking pole or any of the products on BlackOvis, make sure you drop a comment below or hit us up at blackovis.com.